The voice in my head, the one that's shaped by decades of striving and achieving and building reputation, that voice had opinions about what I was now doing. It said things like, dude, you are a career military officer. You've worked in some of the most stressful situations in emergency rooms and saved lives. You got a freaking master's degree and now you're giving someone their change and asking if they want a receipt? It said, what if someone from your freaking high school sees you here? I mean, what is your former colleague who comes through and recognizes you? What are they gonna think? It said, what if you really become with your life? Now, I want to be very clear. Nobody said any of that to me, not one single person. The people who knew me were either supportive or genuinely indifferent about, what I was doing, and they really didn't give a shit. Now, someone that I knew from high school came in and saw me and stopped one day, and he said, hey man, and I'm not making this up. He said, isn't it nice to have to make some decisions that don't involve whether or not someone's gonna live today? And that was it. The jury I was performing for didn't actually exist. I remember opening the gas station one morning, and it's 4:30 in the morning, and I'm contemplating on whether or not I can truly be happy coming in every morning to do a list of these little opening chores. Where the most important item on the list is ensuring that there's toilet paper in each restroom. And I reflected on the other type of responsibilities that I had in my life. Ones that were life and death kind of responsibilities. And I, in that, realized how I didn't miss any of that stuff one bit. I didn't have to make decisions that may result in someone dying today. I didn't have to worry about if I made a mistake, who may not go home to their wife or their kids that night. And I felt a sense of true peace and relief. So this internal struggle that was going on had nothing to do about the job and everything that had to do with my mind, or what I was afraid it might say about me through public perception. But here's the reality. The ego doesn't need an actual audience. It creates one. It populates a courtroom with imaginary judges and then argues your case in front of all of them around the clock, whether you asked it to or not. And the verdict the ego fears most isn't failure. It's being irrelevant, because failure can be explained. Failure still implies you're in the game, but choosing a job at a gas station where you could have chosen something impressive, that to the ego looks like you've stopped trying, like you've given up, like you've decided that you weren't worth more than the freaking $16 an hour that you're now making. That's the lie the ego will tell. And I had to look that lie directly in the face